What'd it say?
Dirty kill, man.
I swear, I heard clear as day. And then...
Nah, man. I didn't hear anything. Oh my god.
Oh my god, Chad. Oh man. Oh, it's flying, man. Oh no, it's flying. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Chad. Oh my gosh. There could be...
Oh my god! What?
There was no way, Chad, that I set that off. Things are wrong. I'm freaking out right now, Chad. I do not know what to do right now. I have chills right now, Chad. As a group originating in Rockford, Illinois, Tinker Swiss Cottage was one of the first places we ever looked into investigating. 6 years and dozens of investigations later, we're finally getting our chance. After traveling and investigating all over the country, we can't help but wonder what took us so long to investigate such a significant landmark in our own hometown. Perhaps we weren't ready for it. Perhaps we needed those years and our travels and experiences just to prepare for it. Dragonites, we've gone to so many different places. You'll often say that we're in an abandoned building surrounded by nothing but cornfields. Well, this time we're investigating Tinker Swiss Cottage, which was a beautiful landmark in the city that then turned into an industrial hub. So now it's surrounded by old train tracks and abandoned warehouses and things like that. But that beautiful building still remains, and the history that it has still remains as well. As local guys, maybe we're a bit biased, but we think it's fair to say that Illinois is one of the most haunted states in the entire country. And out of all the famous locations, we believe Tinker Swiss Cottage is one of the most haunted locations in the entire state. And its reputation continues to grow. You know, Chad, when we started this out, we were just two normal guys that like to go ghost hunting, you know, get a thrill. And now we have the series and people watch it. You know, we show up to film and investigations and we get all these fans that show up and they want to meet us. So, you know, I figured maybe I'd just go over here and sign a few autographs, maybe take a couple pictures. So, hey guys, I didn't have a pen if you guys need some autographs or anything like that. Does anyone have a pen? Excuse me, does anyone have a pen? Oh, okay, I'll take pictures with you guys first. Every investigation has its share of fun and laughs, but the time for fun was coming to an end. As night started creeping in, it was time for us to get serious. For Tinker Swiss Cottage was a location that commanded respect. Respect for the history, respect for the paranormal. As soon as you enter Tinker Swiss Cottage, you can't help but feel as though you've entered another century. The atmosphere and the energy of the cottage engulf you. You can't help but admire its beauty. You can't help but wonder what it was like back then. You can't help but feel like maybe you're being watched. Fortunately for us, we were able to get a tour from our great friend Steve Littoral, the executive director of Tinker Swiss Cottage.
We're at Tinker Swiss Cottage Museum. It was founded by a gentleman named Robert Tinker. He was a former mayor of Rockford. He helped start the Rockford Park District. He was a very important guy in Rockford history because he brought a lot of businesses here. He helped bring the railroad here. He did a lot of cool things. But in this room, this is pretty cool because this is actually the first room in the house that he built. So it started out as a one-room cabin, and this was the one room. And a really neat thing about Tinker Cottage is that all this stuff in here, all the plates, the cups, the spoons, everything, this is all their stuff.
Love the Christmas tree setup.
Yeah, we, it looks like Chris Kringle gets sick in here.
Right.
So. And this guy right here, he has a cool haircut. I get a lot of high school kids that look like that.
Kind of looks like Chad's haircut.
Yeah. And I tell them, like, it's not new, man. You know, this painting is 200 years old.
Right.
This was done in 1815. So the same year that Napoleon was defeated at Waterloo, this painting was done. And this young lady over here, I call her Smiley. She looks pretty pumped. She's excited. And this is Mary's great-grandmother. So here's Bob. Here's Mr. Tinker. That's what he looked like when he was a little bit older. And then here's Mary, his wife. And that's what she, this is between marriages. Her first husband died, and she's in the mourning garb from the death of her first husband. You know, everybody asks me, how did Mr. Tinker earn his money? I say the old-fashioned way, he married a rich widow, right? Bonus. These are the main family members that lived in the house. So here's Bob, here's Mr. Tinker. He's sitting down with a cool fan, like he's all cool, right? And here's his wife, Mary. And then this is his sister-in-law, Hannah. And then the two nieces. So he has Marcia and Jessie. And so these are the main people that live here the most, the longest. All right, we'll go to the library next. My favorite room in the house.
This is cool. This is so cool.
So if you look underneath the balcony, there's the 7 ancient wonders of the world.
Oh, wow.
They go from the pyramids of Giza all the way around to the lighthouse in Alexandria. And Mr. Tinker did all of this himself. And then if you look at the ceiling, there's different heraldic symbols. His family didn't have any, and so he just kind of made them up. Because he figures, you know, the people in Europe made that stuff up anyway, so can he. This room, as far as the paranormal goes, this is probably one of the more active rooms in the house. Just because we've had people see the shadow people or, you know, shadows in this room. We've heard a lot of, voices. Probably one of the best EVPs we've ever captured in the house where it was in this room. There's a train going by, and there was one lady in the group, and she said, whenever a train goes by, the air in the house feels different. And later, when we listened to the recording, you could hear, she says, you can hear in the background, it sounded like a teenage girl, and she goes, I don't like trains, trains bring death. I don't know what the deal was. I don't know if she witnessed a train accident. I don't know if she was a victim of a train accident, because since we have the railroad yard right next door, I don't know. Well, there you go. You can hear one.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
Yeah. Yeah, the red room is probably, besides the library, this is probably the second most active room in the house. This is the red room, and this is where the maid's quarters was. The cook and the maid slept up here. Also, we know at least one person died in this room. Josephus Dorr, the father-in-law, he died right here. This is probably one of the most active rooms in the house. Just about every time we have a group here, they usually capture something in here. We've heard, it sounded like somebody running up the stairs one time, and everybody that was in the house was in this room. And we jumped up and looked down the stairs and nobody was here. I thought somebody broke in. I'm like, whoa. And one group, they were here, and the guy goes, we're doing an EVP session. He goes, do you know that you're dead? And just in the middle of the room, you hear, yes.
Do you ever creep yourself out?
Yeah, I try not to think, I try to psych myself up and think about anything but.
Right.
Before I know it, especially if I'm here by myself, it's on the weekend, I'll think about, my kids, something coming up, or, something I'm writing, or I try to think about anything except for what's going on in here.
Yeah.
And sometimes, I'm as psychic as a fence post.
Yeah.
I don't, I can't see nothing,
Right.
I can't, but even me, sometimes I'll walk in here and it just feels like, the hairs in the back of your neck stand up, you feel like you're getting watched.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I'm like, uh-oh, today probably will be a little active. So, and it doesn't have to happen at night, at midnight, on Halloween, while you're sacrificing a cat or anything. This stuff can happen I've had stuff happen in the middle of the day in the summertime. Mm-hmm. And one time I had a group of red hat ladies, and it was in the middle of the summer, it's hot, And we were in the parlor over there, and all of a sudden their eyeballs got big, and I thought, like, what, is there a dude in the window? Like, I didn't know. I turned around and the rocking chair's like, you know, going to town, and I thought, oh, and you know, this is middle of the day, summertime, regular Straight History tour, and they're like, does it happen all the time? I'm like, no. Watch your head.
Watch your hair, Chad.
Probably one of the creepier stories. We had a team in here, and they kept, you know, the one guy kept saying, "Oh, there's a little girl in here," and then apparently the little girl followed him home, and it turned out not to be a little girl, because he would wake up in the middle of the night and his eyelids would be inside out, and you know, stuff in his kitchen would be rearranged, and he had to come back here and like tell it to stay. That's the funny part about this house. If you're all quiet and you're like listening, nothing will happen.
Right.
But if you're just talking, all of a sudden you hear something.
Right.
It's like, oh, they're not paying attention to us, so we'll do whatever. When I first started working here, my office was upstairs, and it would always sound like, you know, you could hear somebody talking, but you couldn't understand what they were saying.
Right.
And all the time it would sound like that downstairs, and I knew nobody was in the house.
This is some stuff, man. You can be creeped out from his stories and his experiences.
So right now the plan is to take our cameras. We're going to set this one up on the upper level of the library here.
And what I'm going to do, and what you may have seen us do in the past, is I'm actually going to leave this microphone recording down here while this is actually going to be set up on the second floor.
So this camera is set up to face down into the library. You can see that blue dot down there, that's our other microphone. So we should be able to pick up noises on both levels, as well as if there's any movement. Steve told us this is one of the more active areas, so we're feeling pretty good about this. And we're gonna leave this here, and we're gonna actually go to the basement, which is 2 levels below. So we should not interfere. Any noises you hear are not us.
All right, we're recording on GRAGG Vision 3000. So we'll leave that going. The other thing I'm going to do is turn this on. This is actually an EM pump. And a lot of people think that electromagnetic fields and electromagnetic energy are tied in with spiritual energy. So what that is going to do is that's going to set off kind of like a magnetic field. People say that spirits are attracted to it. So if that's the case, we have our camera shooting right down on where this is set up, and our microphone is taking stuff in. So,
Dragonites. Steve Literal just gave us an amazing tour of this building. The history is just unbelievable. And then the paranormal stories he told with us actually gave us chills. We're feeling very nervous now. But we know what we came here to do, and it's time to do it. It's time to go lights out.
This is gonna test us, isn't it?
This is bad, man. This is straight up Black Christmas right now.
It is.
All right, Dragonites, we're going into the library right now, but we're just walking through, and then we're going on our way down to the basement. So we've got the whole second floor and a little bit of this first floor set up with some equipment. So we want to get away from that, let it do its job, maybe pick some stuff up while we're not around. So we're going to the lowest level, which is also supposed to be one of the most active and definitely one of the creepiest levels.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, like, I have like knots in my stomach.
I know. I have butterflies right now.
I have like people are watching me type feelings.
Yeah.
You know?
Like there's
Like when I walk
there's a family in here.
when
or
I walk
something?
past a doorway, man, I feel like I'm straight up being looked at. Dude, I have chills right now, man, like majorly.
I don't know if I'm freaking myself out, but I have like straight up chills right now, dude.
I do too. Like right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
In this moment, man.
Man.
Like, I'm looking around and I'm like...
I'm feeling kind of bad right now, man.
Right? I feel like I'm just going to turn my head and somebody's going to be standing there.
All right, we're going to set up a motion sensor. We've used these a lot in the past. What we're going to do is we're going to have a remote. So while we're running our investigation elsewhere, this is going to be set up right here. So if anything passes that, it's going to set off a remote that's going to alarm us. An alarm that's going to, go off on our remote here. So we're going to have that on just as like a quick... So that will go off if something passes it.
Dude, if we're in the basement and that thing goes off, man,
Oh,
it's going to kill me.
because we have to go up towards it. I've got...
Dude, I'm like straight
Yeah.
up, like knots in my stomach.
Yeah, man, this is like, it's giving me some bad feelings right now, to be
Yeah.
honest. Dude, I feel like there's just gonna be a hand that comes out and grabs my freaking foot, man.
This is straight up like some sort of like paranormal movie, like set.
Oof. We're coming in. We don't mean any disrespect. Oh, man.
This is straight up limestone.
Oh, dude, it's, yeah. If anything happens over there, we've got that EVP recorder going. All right, I'm gonna start the Ovilus up. The Ovilus is a tool with over 2,000 words built into it.
So if this machine picks up anything in the white noise, it'll just tell us right off the bat what it says.
And meanwhile, we're gonna run what we call the flashlight test. So it's a series of like yes or no questions. And if the answer is yes, it could flash it once, and no, it can flash it twice.
You can speak to us using these tools. You can shut off that flashlight. Can you give us a sign right now? Is there somebody here with us?
Can you open this door? Is that you?
I didn't do anything.
Can you open this door? Was that you trying to talk to us?
Let's go in this room here, man. Mr. Tinker, are you here? Mary, are you here? I have chills, man. Are you hearing that?
I'm hearing that.
I heard like a bump from over here, and then it like a shuffle.
Getting chills, man.
Yeah, man, I'm feeling it right
I'm
now.
feeling it right now.
Is there a presence with us right now? Can you give us a sign? Can you knock on something? Can you shut a door? Can you say something? Can you give us a clear sign that you're here? Beware. Did it just say beware?
Yeah.
I'm like tearing up, man.
Yeah, like I'm
Like my eyes are getting watered.
I'm not doing too hot right now, man.
Is that a warning? Do you want us to leave? Do you have anything you want to tell us? What did it say?
Dirty kill, man.
It said dirty kill.
It said dirty kill, man. Beware dirty kill. Travis, I'm not feeling good, man.
Hold on, man. Stay calm, all right?
I know, I'm not feeling good. I'm letting you know.
Do you want? What do you want to do?
I feel bad right now.
Do you want to come in this room and like chill out real quick?
Why all the negativity? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
that doesn't.
There's like 2,500 words on this thing.
Are you trying to warn us? Are we in danger right now? Oh my gosh, man! I'm just being like flooded with like.
I've got some bad feelings right now, man, and I'm not feeling very good about it. You've got our attention. Travis, I'm hearing voices, man.
Does that sound like a man's whisper?
I'm hearing Travis, man. I can't breathe,
okay,
dude.
stay calm,
I can't
stay calm.
breathe, Travis. I'm hearing noises.
We're good, man. We're good. We're good.
I gotta get out of here, man.
Hold on, man. Did that sound like a man whispered to
It
you?
did, man. I gotta get out of here, Travis.
Do you want to go upstairs?
I gotta get out of here, man.
Do you want?
I
Stay
feel like
calm, man.
I'm like losing my breath right now, man.
All right, man. Let's go upstairs.
No, let's do this.
Do you want to like sit down so that we can brace ourselves, man? Like, do you want to just stand here?
I don't know, man. I feel.
What?
I don't know, man. I feel.
What?
Oh man, I feel. Oh man, I feel. Oh man, I feel.
What?
I got Mark, boy, and things. 3 words right in a row. Mark, boy, things. Travis, these words are like making too much sense, man.
Is there a boy here?
Travis, man.
Okay.
Travis, man. It was coming from like that area
It was
too.
like a man grumbling, kind of.
It was like, oh man,
dude, I'm dying right now.
it kills me, man.
Like,
It kills me.
I was straight up like tears, man. Like my eyes were like filling with water.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going back up to the first level now. Do you want to like go in the library and just run some tests, or
Like upstairs or in here?
like here?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
And the camera will be down on us then too. What did it say?
Up.
We just came upstairs. And you just said if we should go up or like should we stay here or should we go upstairs? Do you want to like go in the library and just run some tests, or?
Like upstairs?
I said, do you want to go in the library and run tests? And you said, should we go like here
And
or
it said up,
upstairs?
man.
And then it said up. What is your name? Can you give us a sign of your presence? How long have you been here? Now we're in the kitchen, which is the oldest part of the house. Chad's running the EMF.
Can you pass in front of this device that I'm holding here and make it go off? Sounds like a toilet flushed, man.
Yeah, I thought it was too. Is that a bathroom?
There's a toilet in here, man.
It sounded like a toilet flush, didn't it?
There's a toilet in here and it just went off.
Yeah, like toilets sometimes like refill and stuff, but that one sounded like it flushed. Here, flush it again.
Isn't that exactly what it sounded like?
It sounded just like that. What did it all say?
It said threshold. Like threshold.
Literally as we entered.
Simple. Through. Above. As soon as we came through the red room.
Like, dude, it blasted those words off literally as soon as we
I got
came
like
through.
a...
What, man?
I got like a pain in my chest, man.
You okay?
Yeah.
Are you alright, man?
Yeah, I think so.
Are you good?
Yeah. We're recording on our digital voice recorder. Right now, me and Travis are listening into the Phonopod, which enhances the sound. If there's anyone in here, you don't have to make a very loud noise to let us know that you're here.
Can you slam a door?
Is that you?
I didn't really hear anything.
What the hell was that, man?
Sounded like a door opening, didn't it? Now we're just gonna kind of roam around, see if we can get any more responses. What did it say, man?
It said angry gateway sharp. Man, do you feel like any of this is good at all?
No, man, it feels nasty. Like, I'm honestly, like, nervous to leave, you know what I mean? Like, I want whatever it is to stay here.
Yes. All right, Draggonites, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. We've heard things that were eerie to us. We've heard noises. I don't know that we necessarily feel like there was a positive presence here, if there was anything. That's all I had, man.
Got Chad here with the painting of him behind him.